Welcome back to the show. Our next guest is 14 years old, and I'm going to read this because this is what he's going to be discussing with us. The overproduction of reactive oxygen species in mitochondria. If you're lost like me, well, our next guest will help you. We are joined by Amit Scheer. He is a regional finalist with the Google Science Fair. Welcome to the show. It's great to have you here. And congratulations, Amit. I mean, this is incredible. We spoke to you in the green room, and then when you told us what a regional finalist was, so you're the regional finalist of North America? Is that the idea?
It's there's actually 30 of us from North America, Central America, and South America combined.
Okay.
10 of us are in my age group, the 13 to 14-year-old age group.
So you're only 14. What is your scientific background?
Well, in the past few years, like forever, I've been passionate about science. Science is just what I love. And so that's drawn me into many regional competitions that I've been able to participate in grades 7 and 8. And this year I've participated in my regional science fair, the Ottawa Regional Science Fair. And then in grade 9 I participated. I got moved on as one of 11 grand prize winners to Alberta in the Canada-wide Science Fair.
Awesome.
Where I won a bronze medal.
Amazing.
And then that brought me to the Google Science Fair.
So was it the same project or research that you did in Alberta, for Alberta, that you are bringing to the Google Science Fair?
It was the same project. I just had to modify it a bit to fit the guidelines of the Google Science Fair, and it was the same research that I did.
So that's really cool that, you know, it won the bronze award in Alberta, and now you're moving it over to Google. Why did you want to study mitochondria?
Well, I was doing a lot of research originally, and just thinking of different topics that I could speak of that were related to cancer and cancer research. So originally I was looking on websites, Scientific American, and just different places to see what I could speak about and what I could research that could influence different things in the future. And I found mitochondria and reactive oxygen species, and I felt it was something that I could experiment with and that could make a difference in the future.
So for people out there who don't know what mitochondria are, can you explain very quickly, perhaps?
So mitochondria are the energy-creating organelles in our cell. So they're responsible for a long process that creates energy, and in that process it uses oxygen. So my project investigated how a molecule called reactive oxygen species is produced as a result of different levels of oxygen that the mitochondria and our cells get.
Okay.
So what is the conclusion then of your research?
So I found that at very low oxygen conditions, when our cells have 1% oxygen, these reactive oxygen species molecules actually slightly reduce the production. Okay. So a little bit less of them are produced, which does support my hypothesis. And these molecules, which are very reactive, so they can damage the DNA and cause mutations and finally lead to an increased risk of cancer, I found that low oxygen levels slightly decrease their production.
So is it like, are you talking about free radicals in your cells?
Reactive oxygen species actually encompass several types of molecules, including free radicals.
Okay.
So,
because we talk a lot about that in health and in the news, that we're always talking about drink green tea because it captures all those free radicals. And,
that's right.
Helps fight cancer. So what do you hope will come out of this competition?
Well, I hope that in the future, this research can sort of change the future of our understanding of cancer and sort of how we research in the future to treat cancer. So I hope that in the future my research can make a difference in the lives of patients suffering from the disease.
So is there sort of a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? Is there prizes involved in winning the fair, the Google Science Fair?
There are prizes. I'm a regional finalist, and that just means that I was recognized by Google and everything, but the rest of the finalists who have moved on the competition already have different awards from Google as well.
Oh, okay.
Right. And we're actually watching right now on screen. You're at Carleton University in that photo there.
Yeah, I was working with a professor, Dr. Wilmore, in biochemistry at Carleton University. He accepted to be my mentor, and that was me actually working in Dr. Wilmore's lab at Carleton University with the cells that I was doing my project with.
Now, you have to describe, what was that experience like? Because I've been to that lab. It's an incredible environment to work in. It must have been a real treat for you.
It was really amazing being able to work with Dr. Wilmore at the lab and just knowing that I was doing some pretty amazing research that could make a difference. And it was just such an exciting experience.
What was his reaction to your research when you presented it to him?
To Dr. Wilmore?
Yes.
Well, I think he was very proud of my research, and just I thought it was pretty cool that I could work with him in his lab with Dr. Wilmore at Carleton University, and I think he just found it pretty cool as well.
Cool.
So what do you hope to do afterwards then? And do you have a certain career path that you want to follow?
Well, I've been thinking of career paths, obviously including science. In the future, for a long time I've wanted to study in the medical fields, and maybe become a doctor or maybe become a researcher like I've been doing here. And so those are definitely things that I'm considering.
Well,
Amazing.
you know
what
what?
an amazing young man.
You are an amazing young man, and you're overflowing with passion. You can just tell that you have so much excitement and passion for what you study and what you're learning and what you're discovering. So we encourage you to keep going, and we congratulate you on all your achievements as well.
Thank you.
Thank you
so
very
much
much,
for joining us,
Amit. Really
Amit.
appreciate you coming on the show, too, and sharing your story with us.
Thanks.
Unbelievable. I mean, every time we have a young person like this that comes on the show, Lois and I just go, what? This is, guys, incredible. These kids are incredible. Hey, listen, don't go away. We're back in the kitchen after the break. We'll be right back after this.